Daisy Jean, and today we wanted to do a live video with lovely Layla.
Hello.
Who is our face of Daisy Jean for 2018. We normally do a flower collaboration with our face each year, but this year we decided to do something a bit different and exciting and do a brooch collaboration.
The collection we'll be talking about today is for the brooches that I designed in a collaboration with Danielle from Desi Jean Floral. It's a very personal and special collection for me. I know that it is something very new because when looking for brooches, I love looking for pieces that talk to people about who I am as a person. And I thought maybe it's about time that we had a South Asian inspired collection for all those other Desi pinups out there, but also a collection where we could share our culture with everyone, regardless of where they come from in the world. So the first piece from our collection is called Nakrize. Nakrize is the Pashto word for henna. It's also known as mehndi, but this piece I wanted to call it Nakrize, and this is the piece. So as you can see, it's a hand with henna holding a beautiful jasmine flower. One of the reasons I incorporated this idea into the piece is because henna has always been a symbol of festivity, whether it is a wedding or a religious occasion, birthdays. Henna always makes things seem that much better. It's incredibly elegant and fine. It comes in two colorways, so the details are very, very fine. It's actually based on actual bridal henna, a more simplistic design which is very common in my region. Each henna design is quite different in our culture, and a lot of the places they kind of signifies where you come from. So that's a more simplistic design from the Northwest, and it actually matches the henna I have on myself today. When you come from Pakistan, you kind of grow up seeing a very different side to transportation. When I first moved to Australia, I found it very strange how organized everything was. Like, you actually follow your traffic signals. That's not something we do back in Pak. But what I really missed about Pakistan was seeing all the colorful lorries and all the colorful vehicles. And you know what? There's nothing quite like the sound of a Pakistani rickshaw. So I present to you our next piece, which is called the Lucky Rickshaw. And it's funny how I came up with the name for this particular piece is because anyone who's ridden in a rickshaw in the middle of Sunday traffic in Rawalpindi in Pakistan knows you'll be lucky to get out in one piece. We don't really follow traffic rules. They're more like traffic guidelines rather than rules. But I just had to have a little piece with a rickshaw. It's a bumpy ride, but it's so much fun. And this little piece is all about that, having risky fun. Our next piece is this little guy. This is Mr. Mittu. He's an Indian ringneck parrot. And my fondest memories of these, my grandmother used to have a mango tree in her backyard, and she used to tie little plastic bags around the mangoes because these little guys get in there and help themselves. And when you try to shoo them away, they make this squawking noise, except that my grandmother used to yell at them, and so they kind of would squawk back by yelling at her in the same way. Indian ringneck parrots actually can mimic your voice. They're one of the talking parrots, so be very careful as to what you yell at them. That's Mr. Mittu. There's only one thing I love more than Indian fashion, South Asian fashion, Pakistani fashion. It's South Asian food. If you have ever been to South Asia or been to a South Asian restaurant, you know you cannot resist after dinner sweets, which we call mithai. And my favorite one out of all of these are jalebis, which we have in little dangles. These are the jalebi baby dangly earrings. They're sweet, just like their namesake, incredibly light, and just you forget you're wearing them at all, and they add that little bit of pop of color to any outfit. I love them personally because they're so cute and quirky, just like the sweet themselves, minus the calories of eating all the sugar. So my next piece is a little bit personal to me. This piece here is the jasmine hair clip. We call it the Zubaydah. Zubaydah was my maternal grandmother's name, and she'd always wear jasmine in her hair. And so this piece is my tribute to her. She was one of those women who never went anywhere without actually doing her hair really beautifully up to the day she died. So yeah, this piece is incredibly personal for me, and I'm getting very teary talking about it. The next piece we have is a very, very special piece. This is a collaboration between myself and Desi Jean Floral, and we felt that we needed to make a piece that not only empowered the women that wore it, but also gave back to the community that these brooches represent. This piece is called the I Am Malala, and it's the charity brooch for this year. Part of the proceeds, the profits of this brooch will go back to the I Am Malala Foundation, which works to empower girls all around the world with their passion for learning. It gives back to advocates within the community to empower young women in their education, and it also provides funds towards schooling in different countries around the world. Malala Yousafzai is one of the people who inspires me in everything I do, despite the fact that she's so much younger. In her young years, she's achieved so much, and it's just so amazing to know that a young woman can achieve so much in such a little time. It provides a lot of inspiration for myself, because it means once you put your mind to something, if you really want something, you can go out there and achieve it, and no one can come in the way between you and your dreams. And I feel like if there's anything that this brooch, we want to achieve with it, is to give back to a foundation that allows other women and girls to achieve those dreams. The next piece we have is a floral piece, because what would Desi Jean Floral Design be without a floral piece involved? And it's the national flower of Pakistan, which is the jasmine flower, also known as Raat Ki Rani, which means the princess of the night. The special thing about these flowers is they tend to bloom at night time, and they're used in wedding garlands, they're used to decorate hair, and they're used to extract oil, which is used in a lot of our beauty products. I just love how the acrylic actually has some beautiful, delicate designs in there, which is just perfect for a flower this delicate.
So we hope that you've enjoyed a look at what's coming to Desi Jean. We've got a very exciting year coming up, and you can expect to see the lovely Layla all over our website throughout 2018. This range is dropping next week, so keep your eyes peeled. It will only be available for Layla's time with us, so it will be discontinued at the end of the year. But like I said, we hope you've enjoyed this video, and we can't wait to see you all rocking your new pieces. Bye guys.
Bye bye.